The act of observing a thing changes the nature of the thing being observed, just like it does with the behavior of particles and waves in quantum physics. So, wherever you go and whatever you're doing, observe your own success, your success rather than the absence of your success rather than your lack of success. Notice your fulfilled desires, be accustomed to feeling fulfilled, and your unfulfilled desires will materialize. If you can't help noticing the absence of your success, change the subject of your thoughts entirely. Whatever it is you think you are unsuccessful at, take a break from it. Give yourself a break. Let it be what it is and think about something else for a while. Something you know you are good at. Be nice to yourself. What are you good at? The easiest thing to notice is your own breathing. You are a good breather. You are so good at it that most of the time you do it without even thinking about it. When you do it consciously, you are able to take deep, satisfying breaths. Breathing comes to you so easily and naturally. It's simple and pleasant to breathe comfortably. Air is all around you and it is freely available for you to breathe. The great thing about noticing your breathing is that 1, it's a quick reminder that you are alive, and 2, you typically don't have much of an attachment to it. It's sort of boring almost, as satisfying as it is to take a deep breath of fresh air. It's not typically something you compare yourself against others with. It's not something you beat yourself up about, right? It's not like you go, Sally from marketing is a way better breather than I am. You don't really notice or care about the way other people breathe because you're not usually in such physical proximity to people that you even notice it. The other great thing about noticing your own breathing and how comfortable it feels and how good you are at it is that it's an easy segue into the topic of your mastery over your own thoughts and feelings. You are a good self-soother because you are good at noticing the way you feel and you are always getting better and better at it. You are quick to recognize that when you feel disappointed, when you feel unsuccessful, in other words, you are externalizing your feelings. You are projecting your feelings of lack onto things external to you, things like money or relationships or health. Those are the most common things. You are quick to recognize that those feelings of disappointment and lack come from you. They were already in you, and you just happened to direct that energy toward certain things, certain situations, certain people. And because you remember that, because you know that you are the generator and projector of your own thoughts and feelings, you know that your feelings do not have to be conditional upon the current state of reality, the physical state of things, upon physical manifestations, in other words, which are all temporary anyway. You can let your feelings be conditional and you don't have to. You let little things delight you, things that others may deem to be unimportant or unworthy of note. You are pleased by the quote-unquote unremarkable because your feelings of encouragement and satisfaction and appreciation do not have to depend upon things to begin with. You do not need evidence or proof. You do not need so-called proven results in order to appreciate your own success. You do not need a reason to feel unconditionally encouraged and inspired. That's what it means to be unconditional. To be unconditional is not to require any reason. It's to be unreasonable, if you like. Many people are resistant to that idea of being unreasonable. It's a choice, and you can choose. You can make being unreasonable familiar. You can make a friend of being unreasonable. You don't have to be reckless. You can simply choose to be full of faith, full of trust. You can believe, in other words, that things are always working out for you, no matter how they might appear. You can be as effortlessly unreasonable as life itself. how much sense does life make when you really think about it? The reason for one's existence is a topic that has been discussed and debated for millennia, as long as humans have been around, and it is unlikely ever to be definitively resolved because life makes no sense. You were conceived in an instant, and your death will also be something that happens in an instant. In an instant, living beings are created, and in an instant, lives expire. Do we even understand why? Beyond the apparent cause of death, I mean. Is there a reason? Life happens and life goes on. If there is a reason, it is open to conjecture and debate. Reasons, in terms of the experiential meaning of things, are made up by people. So there is no reason to condemn being unreasonable unless you invent them. Lacking reason does not have to attract your disapproval. Be unreasonable about your desires. Be unconditionally happy and content about the opportunity to be here. You are here. You were born because it was your desire to be born. That's a reason to believe in your success. You have already succeeded in manifesting your own human existence. You manifested your current physical body. You don't know how, but you did. Just like you don't really know the mechanics of every bodily function you enjoy all the way down at the cellular level. Being unreasonable isn't as strange as people make it out to be. Your emotional state can be independent of conditions. So even when people around you are panicking, you are able to stay calm and level-headed. Other people assume you are panicking and you let them. You don't let their failure to acknowledge your peace and happiness be an object of your concern or worry or disappointment or disapproval. Your emotional core is strong and steady. You are happy because you can and choose to be. You are happy for no reason. You are happy with good reason. Your reasons. You are happy because you know that the true measure of success is not in the outward appearance of success, but in the way you feel consistently, dominantly, most of the time. You are happy because you know that success is inevitable when you are unconditionally happy on a steady, consistent basis. You are happy because you know that feeling successful is what manifests into things that represent success to you. You are happy and confident and faithful to your dreams and desires because you know that positive emotions and positive energy precede positive outcomes.